Hey guys, it's Monique from Aikendale. This is vlog number 8. As you guys know, I started a bunch of horses, yay! The ground finally thawed out, so I wanted to kind of show you the process that I take to start their retraining. I start them all in the round pen with the Pessoa, but this vlog I focused on 2 horses, both Newark bred, both from Take the Lead program in New York. Tis a Chance and Frozen Account. 2 kind of different types, so you can kind of see what type your horse fits better and kind of how I go about things. And then next week you'll get to see me ride them, hopefully. I'm assuming this rain holds off, but I hope you guys enjoy. So this is day 1 with Frozen Account, aka Sven. I start all of my horses in the Pessoa, as probably most of you know. I put it on super loose the first time, really to just get them used to this hind end butt thing. Some of them can kind of kick out of it. He didn't really care. So it's really important from the get-go to make them go really forward into this. I just tightened it up here, but I'm just trying to get them to go super forward, to accept the contact and not be thinking backwards with the contact. That's really important to establish on day 1. So day 2 with Sven, sorry it's kind of hard to video and have the whip going. Started it a bit tighter, as you can see. I'm trying to get him to drop his neck a bit lower, trying to get his pull to be lower than his wither, so he really starts to use his back. This Pessoa is pretty hard on them. It uses a lot of muscle, so I don't usually do too much. As you can see, the right, he's a little less consistent. He's a little hollow right, which is pretty common for horses coming right off the track, but super lovely mover, already going nice and forward into the contact. I would just like for him to be a little bit more consistent here to the right. So we're going to work on that in the next couple days, I'm sure. So I missed day 3, but this is day 4 of Sven. As you can see, this is absolutely beautiful. He's on the rail. His pole is lower than his wither. He's really using his back here. He could be a little bit more forward, but again, it's kind of hard to video and have the whip. So really happy. So again, looking for consistency, tempo, how he reacts to everything. These are all really great signs. I really like to get them to this point before I start riding them, get them used to having contact in their mouth. I get to see how sensitive they are, what type of personality they have. It's just really important. So here to the right, I think I was just working on pushing him out just a little bit. He wanted to be kind of close to me. But as you can see, compared to day 2, how much more consistent he is in the mouth. So he's already retaining a lot of information. Again, I'm just trying to push him out here by walking toward his hind end. You can see he's getting a little bit better here. So I'm super happy. So the next phase will be me getting on him down in the ring. So here we have Tis a Chance on day 1 of his journey. A little bit different than Sven. Still a good mover, still super attractive. But I'd say he is an over-pleaser. He kind of wants to be one step ahead of you, so I'm trying to just get him to relax a little bit and kind of wait for my guidance instead of trying to kind of read my mind, as I like to say. So again, day 1, still thinking forward. It's very important to establish that you don't want them going backwards into the contact. He's starting to kind of figure out. It looks like he's going to have probably a pretty even mouth, it looks like, on both sides. But just, again, trying to get that pole lower than his wither. He was a little bit harder to video, as you're going to see, just because he was so in tune to my position, so in tune with me, that if I kind of wasn't focusing, he would kind of want to walk or turn in. So, again, just trying to establish a nice forward rhythm on the first day. If they can put their head a little bit lower, great. But if not, no big deal. they'll learn for the next day. Day 2, we worked on going to the right. He was a little bit more worried, couldn't really figure it out with the lunge line, so I took him off the lunge line just to get him to go on his own, which he enjoyed much more, and then he kind of figured it out from there forward. That's why I like having these nice big round pens for this. Day 3 with Tiz, I kind of blew his mind a little bit the day before working on going to the right. So sometimes when these horses are really sensitive and they take things a little personally, it's really nice to just kind of go back and reassure them, give them a nice pat. So here I was just working on, sorry, it's kind of hard to video, just trotting and then walking and then halting. And when he did that, I kind of went up to him and I was like, good boy, really reassuring. Some horses need that little extra pat just to say, yep, you're good, you got this. Like I said, every horse is different. You have to adapt to each horse. For instance, Sven could care less. He's like, I got this, don't worry, I know what I'm doing. And Tiz is just a little bit like wanting to be perfect all the time. As you can see, he's already figuring out how to be lower than his wither, which is super, but just trying to think relaxing. I don't think he's a very hot horse, but I do think he takes things a little personally and isn't the type of horse that you can put a ton of pressure on at once, and just needs to take that breath here. So this is all I'm working on this day, was just quiet, easy, relaxing, trusting me, trusting the process. So definitely don't be afraid to break your timeline and just take the horse that day, see what he needs, see what you need, and adapt. Don't think they're robots. They're going to change every single day, and you just kind of have to change with them. Day 4, you can see he's much more relaxed, really retraining what we worked on the day before. Nice forward movement, nice consistent head frame, trying to stretch into the contact, all really, really great signs. So super proud of him. He's much better to the left than he is the right. The right gets a little bit nervous, but he did race till he was 8, so that's perfectly fine with me. We'll just take an extra minute. So I got Phil to kind of come in here and video while I kind of worked with him because, like I said, it's kind of hard because he's super in tune with me. So we started to the right. Like I've said before, he gets a little confused on the lunge line going to the right. I think he just wants to turn in, as you can see here. And I'm like, nope, not a big deal. I just guide him back. I'm trying to move his shoulder away from me. And then I get behind him. I'm kind of telling Phil to get behind me. Really important, get behind them, not a big deal. In hindsight, I should not have had the lunge line on the side, making him bend more, but, you know, like I said, we're all human, we all don't do everything perfectly. I'm happy to see that he's really trying here to stretch down. I just would like for him to kind of take a breath and kind of slow the tempo down. But you can kind of see he's just like, what do you want, what do you want, what do you want? Like, I can do it, I can do it. And I'm like, no, like, just wait for me to tell you. So that's all we're doing here. After this, I start working on trying to just get him to walk and not turn in. I don't like when horses turn in. I like when they just stand with their shoulder, you know, perpendicular to you. Everyone has their preference, but to me, it's just a better sign of them focusing and not wanting to face you. I like it when their eye is on you and not at you. So again, just guiding him, adjusting the Pessoa because he's kind of leaning one way. Not a big deal. Telling Phil to get behind me again. You know, you can't confuse them and have you be in front of their shoulder. You have to be behind their shoulder if you want them to go away. Again, not getting mad at him. I'm just trying to repeat so he learns. Again, right here, I'm just saying, no, 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 you can calm down. I just want you to walk. I'm not even asking him to trot here. I'm just asking him to walk away from me. That's all I want him to do, is just quietly walk. I like that there. He was pretty squared up with me. Again, good boy, really reassuring him. Don't get flustered. Like I said, you just have to kind of repeat with them until they understand the question you're asking and what the right answer is. Again, just trying to get him to walk. Really staying behind him because he likes to turn in. There I asked him to trot a little bit just to give his mind something else to do. You can see the trots are already being much more relaxed here, which is super. So again, just trying to get him to relax, trying to get him to walk on a circle, and trying to get him to not turn into me. So that was better. He still turned in, but as you can see, I give him a big pat because that was a better answer than he had been giving me. Again, you have to think that it's rewarding the effort, and it's not has to be the perfect answer. Did he give me the right answer? Yeah, in a way he did. And then he learned from it. So don't expect it to be perfect the first time. Baby steps, and make sure you reward your horse. They really, really like that. As you can see, he was like, oh, I did a good job. I'm so proud of myself. So here I am. I just changed the lunge line here. Like I said, I should have done this in the beginning. I actually attached it to the other side of the surcingle here to put more weight on the left rein. And you can see he's much straighter, he's much more relaxed, he understands a bit more now what to do. Again, this is all the same day, so you can kind of see the progress we make with one day. And then he has a lovely, lovely transition here. And then even wanted to haul on the rail. I'm staying super behind him, so he doesn't get the idea I want him to turn in, but you can really see the progress of just taking your time and making sure you ask very clearly and you reward any effort toward the correct answer. That's very, very important. Good boy, Tiz. So that's the end of week 1 with Tiz a Chance and Frozen Account. I hope you guys are as impressed as I am with these two lovely, lovely horses. Both super, super talented, and I was really impressed about how good they learned, how fast they learned. So I hope you guys kind of got some good tips if you're struggling with your horse, and we'll continue next week. You can kind of see how they start out the first rides and how they kind of progress and how fast they really do learn. So again, this is vlog 8, so make sure to like and subscribe.